Hi there. In this video, we'll cover how to find time to write a book. Life will always get in the way if you let it, and the tips in this video will help you stay on track. By the end of this video, you will learn how to schedule your writing time, how to focus on writing sprints, and the one little trick on your phone that could help you be more productive. And stay tuned to the end of the video for a free opportunity. Let's dive in. Life is busy. There's so many things popping up in our world. Family, job, other obligations, and life is going to get in the way if you let it. You really need to schedule your writing time, and you need to make it a priority. You know, I always find that mapping out the week and figuring out your best days and times to write can be really beneficial. Maybe you have Mondays blocked out for writing. Maybe you have a block of time Monday morning. Maybe you have a block of time Friday night. You know, it's not always about just writing when you can, because if you want to just write when you can, there's always going to be something else, you know? So it's great to be able to block that out, block out your day, map out your life, and put writing into your calendar, making it a priority, you know, making it the Tuesday thing or the Wednesday thing. And that thing that you have that no one else is going to encroach on, that no other obligations are going to get in the way, that writing comes first in that block of time. When writing, focus on writing sprints. They could be 10, 20, 30 minutes at a time. Maybe you work up to an hour. You know, this is really about getting the most writing in that condensed amount of time as you can. A lot of times I liken book writing to running a marathon. You know, when you're running a marathon, which I have not done, I'm not a runner, but I do know people who have run marathons. And when you train for a marathon, you typically start with running a little bit at a time to start out. Maybe you run a 5K, maybe you run 3 miles to start, 4 miles. And then you kind of build up week by week, you know, to the point when the marathon is coming. And then you're up to 10, 15, 17 miles, and you're ready to take that full marathon run. You're not just going out and running a marathon all at once. You're building up to it. And writing's similar. Writing is really foundational, and it's built on quick little bursts. It's based on quick little steps, little writing time, 10, 20, 30-minute increments, and being able to make a lot of progress. And just recognizing what you're going to write about, thinking about the topic, and then go. And go for 20 to 30 minutes. Sit there and write, block everything out, and you can get so much writing done in that time. This isn't about great writing. It's not about perfect writing. You could do the writing sprint and find out that none of the writing that you worked on is any good, and you scrap it. That's okay. That does happen. But it's valuable to be able to just explore the space without any doubts creeping in, without any ideas creeping in. Just explore the topic and see what's there. See what you can write about and see what's there. Digital distractions are a massive problem when you're writing. A lot of times you're working on your computer and things can pop up. Emails can pop up, text messages can pop up. Digital distractions are a productivity killer. When you're writing and working on the book, you should make sure to block out distractions. Block out push notifications on your phone. If you have to disconnect the internet, disconnect the internet. Close your internet browsers. You know, find a way to block all of those distractions out, because otherwise they're going to derail your progress. They're really going to get in the way of you getting your work done and making the best use of your time, because otherwise that 30-minute or an hour that you're focused on writing is now spent reading emails or catching up on social media or doing whatever else. All those things are going to get in the way of the writing process. I know a lot of people who struggle with the writing process, and they have a lot of steps that they need to follow in order to start writing. They need to sit in a certain area. They need to get the perfect breakfast. They have to get their coffee in a certain place. The sunlight needs to be coming through the window a certain way. And by the time they've done all these things, they've already spent half an hour getting ready. And where's the writing time? You spent half an hour that you could have been writing, setting things up. I don't often think that's a productive use of time. You know, and as in my news journalism career, I didn't have that capability of setting everything right. It was a story needs to be written, let's go. And sometimes that meant, you know, sitting in a crowded arena and writing. Sometimes that meant filing on deadline. It was a great drill for me in terms of getting writing done quickly, even when you're not feeling like it. Even, you know, when you're tired or struggling and you just don't really want to write, it's like, there it is. You know, you need to look at it similarly. You know, let's write for 30 minutes. Let's write for 20 minutes. Let's make this time count instead of having to make the perfect setting and the perfect scene. For me personally, I typically write at night. I find that I have a lot of free time at night and it's quiet and I just feel like I can get a lot done. Sometimes I work in the mornings too. I might wake up early and say, let me get to work. I think that the quiet time is really crucial to be able to getting a lot of writing done. And it's important to be able to explore without distractions. It's important to make sure that everything you're doing is distraction free. You know, whether that's going to a coffee shop and sitting in the corner, whether that's finding a place in your house. It's important to find whatever works for you and finding that repetition and pattern, making it a priority. Whether that's going to a coffee shop, whether that's finding a corner in your house that's really clear of distractions and just inspiring for you. Just really important to make it a priority and find the time to be able to do the best writing that you can. With that process too, make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you're comfortable when you're doing your writing. You know, do you need a special keyboard? Do you need a new chair? Do you need a different setup? Make sure that the setup that you have is conducive to doing writing. You don't want to be sitting there uncomfortable every time because it's going to equate with a negative feeling. You know, or you're going to feel, you know, your hand's going to hurt from the keyboard. You want to make sure that you have equipment that's beneficial and helpful to you and making it as easy as possible, because in order to finish the book, you're going to be doing a lot of writing. And you want to be as comfortable as possible during that process, and you want to equate it with positive things. So find a setup that works for you and find the technology that works for you, and those things will take away some of the pain points. You know, it'll make the process a little smoother and a little bit easier. If you want to learn more about book writing and ghostwriting, head to my website, goodghostwriter.com. Click the link below. On my website, you can sign up for my free emails where you can learn tips about the writing process. You also have the opportunity to book a one-on-one strategy call with me where we can talk about your book, talk about bringing it forward. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, good ghostwriting makes great books. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.